It will have naked chickens once we're done with them. I like that one. Naked chickens. Stay tuned. Morning, Food Foresters. Amy here. Today we are going to be processing. Now, this video is not going to show you the full length one. We actually have one that we did earlier if you guys want to watch it, but we are going to be processing our meat birds and quackers. The reason why we are doing quackers is because he has come to full maturity. He did not, my other ducks did not accept him, so quackers hung out with the guineas and the chickens. Well, now that he's matured and he wants to find a mate, he's actually harming my chickens. So what we're going to do is, because of that, we're going to process him today. So we're not really losing a lot with him. I mean, he is kind of a little favorite because he's cute, but at the same at the same time, I have to make sure that my girls are taken care of. My one frazzle that I have, all of her feathers have been picked off her back because of him, because he chases her the most. And she's the littlest and she's not as fast as the other ones. So because of those reasons, that is why we're going to process quackers today, along with, how many meat birds, honey?
9.
So you got the setup all going. So 9 meat birds today, or as we call them, fuzzy piranhas. So there's the first stack ready to go, and you'll see some of the stuff, but we promise this video will not have the blood and gore. It will have naked chickens once we're done with them. I like that one. Naked chickens. Stay tuned.
Alright guys, we have a little different setup than we did last time. We got our meat birds right here. This is a killing cone, or some people call it a calming cone because they don't like the word killing.
And we got this off of Amazon from Rite Farms.
This is our ones that we used last year that we made, homemade killing cones. I've got those set up, and then I have my griddle set up with some grates on it. We're getting the water hot, and a new little setup we have right here is I took my drill. We got this plucker on here, and I got a zip tie on the trigger so it's on all the time to turn it on and off. We just snap the battery in. And
it was a kit that we bought.
We bought this kit over here. We bought a kit that came with gloves, well, the apron.
And blood gloves.
Gloves. It even came with these little scalpels that we can use for butchering the chicken with too. So we're excited about that.
And we'll put the link to this little kit from Amazon in our description.
And I already got my knives sharpened, my killing knives right here. They're good, the razor sharp, ready to go. The chickens won't know what hit them. Now, we're not going to show the killing in this video. We did in the other one, so if you want to know how to properly kill a chicken, duck, or guinea, where it's as little stress on them as possible, we'll put a link to the other video. Here we are. We've already done all the chickens. Amy's just trying to get the last of the little down feathers off of this one. I had my little table set up. That's why I vitiate. You got all the guts out of the chickens and cut the glands off. There's our chickens. There's some pretty good sized ones. I'm going to be excited to see what the weight is on them.
Yeah, we'll weigh them tomorrow after we get them all in a bag and everything.
All right.
Bye, guys.
All right. The chickens were in the cooler all night. We brought them out and I cut them up because I know most people, they put them in the freezer bags like these here, like this here, the shrink wrap bags. But I put the one chicken in. We put one chicken in a Ziploc bag because we're going to roast that tonight, and we're going to let you know how they taste compared to store-bought chickens. This is the duck. We didn't count the duck in most of the statistics. I'm going to give you what we came out with, our average pounds and all that. So, but we cut the chickens up. We cut the chickens up because that's how we do a lot of skinless. We do a lot of stir fries, things like that. We don't normally roast whole chickens, so we didn't leave them whole. I got them all cut up. We're ready to put these in freezer bags and in our freezer. All the necks and the backs went into this bag. This one right here. That's going in. That's going to be for broth. So we did the math, and we ended up with the total weight for the chicken with 38 pounds. If you count the duck, which was 3 pounds, we ended up with 41 pounds of total meat. Our average weight per chicken was 4.18 pounds. That's dressed out. That's without, we didn't weigh them live to see what we ended up with. But our dressed out weight was 4.18 pounds. Our largest chicken was 5 pounds 8.3 ounces, which is a pretty darn big chicken. Our smallest chicken was 2 pounds 15.5 ounces, and that chicken kind of had a crooked neck, so I'm not sure it was able to eat and move around as well as the other, but it was still a decent sized chicken for, you know, considering. And we figure our Walmart usually sells the chickens there, it averages around $1.99 or $2 a pound.
That's just for the boneless, skinless chicken breast that we buy.
Yeah, the actual, believe it or not, the skinless, boneless chicken thighs are even more.
Yeah.
They're like $2.49, an extra 50 cents just for, you know, the thighs, which totally blows my mind. I always thought chicken breasts were more expensive. But we paid $20 for the chicks. For 10 chicks, we lost 1 chick, so we only ended up with 9 to butcher. The starter feed that we got at Tractor Supply was $17.50, and we used one. We figured we used about 1 bag of the regular feed that we used out there, because when we put them on regular feed, we just let them out with the other chickens. Because they were able to get to our feeders, and we figured out it was about a bag extra for the whole time they were out there of feed.
And we bought the 50-pound bags.
We buy 50-pound bags, and they're $9.50 per 50-pound bag.
Yeah.
And now we didn't get the organic or no GMO you know, feed or anything like that, because that's too far out of our price range. And so, you know, it was regular corn feed. We get that from Knight's Feed here in Bushnell. They actually make it fresh, so we are using nice fresh feed. And we ended up with, you know, when we took the total cost was $47 for it was $47 for all the feed and the chicks, and when we average that up per pound is $1.24.
So we are saving.
So we are saving money, but we're putting a lot of effort into getting this. It's not like running to Walmart and picking up, you know, 38 pounds of chicken and coming back. If you figure our labor, we've got way more than that in it, but we have chickens that we know what went into it. We know they lived a good life, as short as it was. They were on grass. They were able, you know, they were out in nature. They weren't, you know, pent up in a big building with just artificial light. So, you know, we know we got good quality meat here. And now we're going to go ahead and bag the rest of this up. We'll be separating the breast and the thighs and the wings, and they'll go into our freezer.
If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and grow something for your family.